Hello and welcome to this presentation. In it, you see how to create an ISO component in the Oracle Enterprise Manager Cloud Control software library. IaaS supports rapid and managed deployment of servers in a virtualized environment. You create components from template, assembly, and ISO files. The gray box in the process diagram includes activities that are shown in the upcoming demonstration. Before creating a component, you should have already configured a file server and your Oracle Cloud Administrator should have created a reference to it. You should also have created one or more folders for storing, sharing, and/or isolating component files. The self-service user does not work with ISO files. The self-service administrator is responsible for creating a virtual machine from an ISO file. The virtual machine then can be saved as a template which can be deployed by self-service users. Now, let's see how to create an ISO component in the Oracle Enterprise Manager Cloud Control software library. In this session, I'm logged in as a self-service administrator and I navigated to the software library. Begin by selecting the folder in which you want the requested ISO file to reside. Click on the Actions menu and navigate through Create Entity and select Virtualization. In the small dialog box that pops up, select the ISO subtype and click Continue to start the Create ISO sequence. On the first page of the sequence, provide a name. Here, enter Oracle Linux 7 Update 6. The description is optional, so we click Next. On the Upload Files page, select the Refer Files option. Next, click on the small magnifying glass icon to search for the referenced file location where the ISO file has been placed. In the Select External Location dialog box, retain the HTTP value for storage type and select the HTTP for Sales option. Click OK. Click the Add button below the referenced file location path. Enter the name of the ISO file on the HTTP server. I have the value saved in the paste buffer, so we just apply that to the source file input. Provide a simple name. Here, enter OL7U6 ISO. Then click OK. Now click Next. On the review page that appears, you can see the parameters for the request to create the ISO component. When you are satisfied with the request, click Save and Upload. The software library returns and the ISO component is highlighted. A confirmation message appears at the top of the display. Remove this message by clicking the small X in the upper right corner. The ISO can now be found in the software library, and recall that it cannot be published to self-service users. The process for creating a template from an ISO file for deployment is discussed in the presentation entitled Creating a Template from an ISO File with Oracle Enterprise Manager Cloud Control. This ends the presentation. Thank you for watching.